What's going on? I'm gonna talk about the Harriet Tubman movie and the hypocrisy of this clown, Tariq. Now, I didn't see the movie, but I saw clips of it. Because people post clips of the movie on Twitter, and I saw a clip in which Harriet Tubman was on the ground, and the guy who's supposed to be the villain, who's a black guy, he was about to kill Harriet Tubman, and this white guy, I guess it's the plantation owner or whatever he was, he came in and saved Harriet Tubman by shooting the black guy. I saw that clip among a few others. Now, based on the clips that I saw, in my opinion, the movie is a disgrace. Because I don't believe that Harriet Tubman was a coward, and that's what the movie was portraying her to be based on the clips. And also, it never fails. The white guy is the savior, okay? And the black guy is the bad guy. The guy who's always beating up on black women. That's what this movie was portraying. But anyway, the black community in America, they're upset about the movie. They're upset about the direction the movie went to. And the direction the movie went in. And I agree with them. I agree 100%. And a lot of people, they are upset that a British actress played Harriet Tubman. And I agree with them. I believe they should have gotten a black American female to play Harriet Tubman. I believe black Americans should be able to tell their story. I agree 100%. They should not have had a British actress playing Harriet Tubman. They should not have had a British actor playing Martin Luther King. Okay? I agree 100%. But here's my issue with that. That has to be the same attitude for acting across the board. So we should not have Will Smith playing any African doctor. We should not have, I don't know where Chadwick Boseman is from. I think he's from America. But if he's from America, he shouldn't be playing an African prince or king. Remember the movie Cool Runnings? Cool Runnings is based on the Jamaican bobsled team. And the actors in that movie were not Jamaicans. I think Malik Yoba was an actor in that movie. And I don't remember the name of this guy. But he's a black American with dreads, that skinny guy. He played a role in that movie too. And Jamaicans did not get upset about that. And if there were Jamaicans who were upset about it, I didn't hear about it. But as far as I remember, Jamaicans were not upset. And we've seen movies in America where black Americans have played Jamaicans. Jamaicans have never gotten upset. And it would make sense that that Jamaicans played a Jamaican role in these movies, because Jamaicans have actors and actresses. Even though, some people like to look down on the Caribbean, say they're third world countries and they believe we don't have anything. Well, we do have actors and actresses, especially in Jamaica. But they don't use our actors and actresses. They use black Americans to play Jamaicans. And we never get upset. So I agree that they should use black Americans to play black Americans. But if you're going to have that outrage have the outrage for your people playing black people from other countries too. I'm just saying. I know what I'm saying is making sense. You might not like it, but it's true. You can't have a one-sided outrage. Okay? Tariq Nasheed. Let's get on that clown ass nigga. So he's saying the movie was a coon fest and all that type of stuff, and rightfully so. He's right. But here's the hypocrisy. He's going in on that British actress. He's going on her. He's going in on her really, really hard. And he's talking about her bucking her eyes and cooning it up, which she did. But guess what? She's an actress. She's playing a role that was given to her. She's a puppet. She was given directions. That's why they have directors of the movie, and they have producers and writers. So in my estimation, it was the producers and the screenwriters and the director who's responsible for the direction the movie took. So they wanted to display Harriet Tubman as a coon and as weak, always bucking her eyes. How are you blaming the British actress for that? How? But then the guy who played the villain, I think his name is Omar something. Tariq Nasheed said that Omar is his boy, his friend. Not boyfriend, but his friend, his dude. And he was explaining, Omar is cool, trying to defend the guy and the role that the guy took. And somebody called out Tariq in his live stream, called him out in the chat room saying that Tariq is soft shoe cooning for the Omar guy who played the villain. And Tariq said no, he wasn't soft shoe cooning. But in actuality he was. Because if this movie is a coon fest, why did your friend take the role? Why did your friend agree to play a coon in that movie? Because as far as we know, black slaves who prevented a slave rebellion from happening were considered traitors and coons, were they not? So how is it your friend played a role of a bounty hunter or whatever, a guy who's trying to stop Harriet Tubman from completing her mission? How is he not a coon for taking that role? I guess it's okay to take the role as long as you're a foundational black American, as long as you're a FBA. Isn't that right, Tariq? Or as long as he's getting the bag. So stomp the British chick for taking the role, but not your friend for taking the role of a coon in a coon fest movie. Because as far as I remember, the actors of a movie, each actor gets a copy of the script, so they know the role they're going to play in order to prepare for that role. Isn't that right, Tariq? Isn't that right? But you go in on the British chick, but not your friend. Not your friend for accepting the role of a coon. And we know of actors who have turned down roles because they didn't like the direction of the movie they were asked to play the role of. So your friend could not turn down that role. Huh, Tariq? But you're going in on this British chick. You see, this guy, he's full of it. He's full of it. And for you people who keep following this fool, you're nothing but clowns. Nothing but clowns. Because this guy is trying to turn you guys against a group of people who Talib Kweli said is not oppressing you. For some reason, he's going in on Caribbean people. I don't know why. accusing Caribbean people of wanting reparations from America, which there are no Caribbean people out here asking for reparations from America. None. Caribbean people are going after the English for our reparations, not Americans. But he's out here disparaging Caribbean people, talking all this nonsense, just going in on black people from the Caribbean for no reason. And that's because he's scared of the white folks that he should be going after for reparations. Just like with the Harriet movie, he's not going after these white producers and these white screenwriters or non-black screenwriters. He's going after the British chick who was only playing a role that she was paid to play, just like his friend was playing a role that he was paid to play. But he's not going after the puppet masters who created the characters in the movie because he's scared. So he goes in on the British chick, just like he goes in on Caribbean people over reparations. And Caribbean people does not owe black Americans reparations. We did not enslave them. We were enslaved ourselves, according to history. But he's scared to go in on the white daddies, so he's going in on Caribbean people. And you fools are following him. One fool makes many. Anyway, that's it from me on this Harriet Tubman video, or movie I should say, and that 6'5" clown over there who swear he's a tough guy. I'm out, y'all. Peace.